Battlefront 2 is back, baby. And it makes me wish it never left in the first place. Easy clap right here. Oh my, what the? Harrison! But with the recent surge of players Battlefront 2 has experienced, I figured there was no better time to hop on the hype train and see how this game is 8 years later. And I have been having a blast. Or should I say blaster. Anyways, this is my first real time playing the game. I did skip out on Battlefront 2 when it came out because of EA's absolutely terrible idea to have a loot box progression system. And long story short, that progression system led to the game flopping, which is pretty unfortunate because underneath the atrocious progression system is a very good game, and I'm gonna talk about it. Let's start with what I really like about the game, and then we'll get to the brutal part later. Visually, the game is absolutely stunning. The environment, lighting, reflections, the effects, explosions, every battle looks and feels incredible to be in. And I am by no means a Star Wars fan. I actually don't even think I've ever watched a full Star Wars movie, which is insane, I know, but regardless, this game has made me want to start maybe watching Star Wars. So that says a lot. This like 8-year-old game has no business looking this good. The only other multiplayer FPS title that's older and graphically compares to this is probably Battlefield 1. That's the only one I could think of. If you guys could think of any, let me know down below. But this game is just top tier in the graphics department. Like, just look how beautiful this looks. My eyes are constantly blowing their loads at this game's visuals. So graphically and artistically, this game kills it. The next great thing, and probably the most important thing, is gameplay. I think the game plays very well, movement feels solid, the guns feel punchy even though most of them are just laser guns, or blasters as the Star Wars people call them. I at least know that because, you know, remember that joke I made in the beginning? And just the overall moment-to-moment action is pretty great. There was never really any dull moments during my playtime at least, because the game modes I played are 40-person matches, so the maps aren't gigantic to the point where you don't see anyone for like 5 minutes. And then out of nowhere someone snipes you and turns you into a fucking Gucci Ewok fur coat. Yeah, that doesn't happen here. The maps are almost a perfect size for the player count, and the map designs themselves are pretty dope. And since it is a Star Wars game, the maps have so many different settings. One moment you're in a jungle being hunted by the Predator, and the next moment you'll be suffocating in space, so that's nice. And again, artistically, they all look amazing. So maps and gameplay get a fat thumbs up from me. Now moving on to a big part of the multiplayer that I like, is something called the battle point system, I think, which offers the players different ways to switch up their playstyle. Usually you start off any match as a runt soldier in one of the 4 classes, and as you get kills and capture objectives, you get battle points. These let you buy stronger characters, vehicles, the game's heroes. Basically they serve as small to big advantages to help shift the game's direction in either team's favor. And again, since the game modes are mainly 40 players, I think the system does a good job of giving someone a chance to actually make an impact in the game. Like during this game right here, I absolutely believed my team would have lost this game without me. I was in one of the mini walker things and dropped like 68 kills while protecting objectives. I was really big dicking it. But that's just an example of the battle point system giving a team an advantage to put them ahead. And this particularly happens when one of the heroes comes into play, like a Darth Vader, Yoda, Mr. Skywalker. If you have a good hero on your team, they could just really wreak havoc on the whole lobby. And it's fun when that person is on your team, but turns into hell when that player is on the other team. You know how that goes. Some people may complain these heroes are too hard to kill and unfair, but they're really not. All you gotta do is just gang up on them, and they're as good as toast. Pretty simple solution if you ask me. 1v1 with these characters though, and they turn you into toilet paper for their ass. But anyways, I'm a pretty big fan of the battle point system, especially since it's very simple, and even if you're someone who's trash at the game, you'll eventually be able to get enough points to unlock the higher tier characters. Now that I've covered the amazing part of the game, let's talk about the brutal part, because it does exist. When I first started playing this game, I kept getting absolutely fucked by players that have been playing the game forever and have maxed out perks. That guy just took my lunch money, because even though they eventually got rid of the whole loot box system, they still kept the perk system, which is not an issue because the game does need some form of progression, but boy oh boy, I would be shooting at someone, then I would just blink and my character would fucking blow up. Some of these players can kill you unbelievably fast if you don't get the jump on them first. It's basically like you're getting skill checked, minus the skill, because I swear to God, if you take away those perk cards, those players are absolutely garbage, and I stand by that. But hey, I'm still dying to them, so I guess that says more about me. And while this is rough, it's only rough when you first start playing, to be honest. Once you get a hang of the Battlefront ropes, it's not too bad. Although there are still moments where I get spanked by a maxed perk player and my blood boils. It's something I can deal with though, I guess, because I can always get max perks as well. I just gotta stop being a bitch. Another thing I'm not crazy about is the hero fighting. When you're playing as, I don't know, fucking Yoda and you go against Darth Vader, you're basically just praying that your swinging skills are better than their swinging skills. And I don't know if there's a specific way these fights are supposed to play out, but they usually look like two dumbasses fighting, then eventually one lands a KO. So hero fighting is a little sloppy. And one more thing I'm gonna point out is I think progression is a touch slow, at least for me. And that's mainly it for complaints that matter to me. I did only stick to the larger scale 40-person battles, so I didn't touch the campaign or anything, so I don't have any thoughts on those game modes. Maybe I'll give them a try in the future, but we'll see. Overall though, I'm happy Star Wars Battlefront 2 has blown up recently, because without EA's dumbass pay-to-win loot box system, the game is really a lot of fun, especially right now because the game is technically in its final form since it stopped getting support. So it's got a lot of base content for newer players. And again, I have to mention, visually it's stunning. It makes my eyes feel younger just playing it. So if you've been thinking about hopping into the game, now is the best time to do it. You might get fucked for the first few games, but you'll get the hang of it, so good luck out there. Unless you're just straight garbage at games, then you won't get the hang of this one because, you know, you're garbage. But that's it for me though. Remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
General Grievous is here. We're securing command post Crash.
Skywalker has been spotted.
We are about to achieve victory. We will soon command the entire sector. Last much longer. Keep fighting.
has been seen. Watch out.